make a bigger name for himself on a bigger stage? And what do you think his future looks like?
Well, he has to, number one, be in first or second coming off that last turn. He has to run that last turn really tough. He has to run the horseshoe tough in indoor track. This is his only 4th race ever in his career indoors, so it's a big race for him. It's a big race from Brandon Shaw also.
And a great future for him, you think?
I think he has a tremendous future. You know, we're not sure if he's going to run the 800 or 1500, but he can do both of them. But he's very confident in the 800 right now. He's a Division III, undefeated all through college, and he's just a great kid and a great worker.
All right, thanks so much. Well, Dwight, he's got his stopwatch here, so he'll be yelling splits out right here as Nick Symmonds goes by. I know you want to set the field. Dwight?
All right, Lewis, most of us know him as Gags. Hardly anybody knows him as Frank Gagliano. Here's the men's 800 meters, a championship record by Derek Peterson, the Olympian, and the best time this year is by Nick Symmonds. There is Sam Burley, formerly of the University of Penn, former NCAA champion in his own right, and he will give Symmonds everything he can handle.
Well, he's a good kicker is Burley, and he's tough, and he's trained well. He's a seasoned indoor runner, went to the University of Pennsylvania where he starred for them. Keep an eye on Matt Gruss. Another Division III star. If you can believe that, it was Gruss and the inside lane, the tall guy in the white top, who Symmonds' hero was Matt Gruss when he was a Division III runner. He had won the Division III title 2 years in a row at 800 meters. He faced him as a freshman, beat him. Gruss came over to him and shook his hand and said, "You were great," held his arm up in the air, and he said, "We've been close friends ever since." What a class guy is Gruss on the inside, the tall guy.
Floyd Thompson, who hurt himself a little bit yesterday in that semifinal race, talking to his coach, Joe Douglas. I said, you know, what's he doing out there leading this race? And he said, well, he also got hurt. Look at this big gap that Thompson has already forged early on. He's out there obviously feeling good, but he does have a little bit of an injury from yesterday.
Shades of 2 other Santa Monica Track Club guys who ran this way, Johnny Gray and Cadivas Robinson, for years. Go out, push it, take a hard lead. Look at the split here coming up. 53.6 seconds. Very fast time. Now the chase is on. Let's see if they can whittle away. Let's see if Thompson fades back in the pack here.
Brandon Shaw is in second place. Nick Symmonds moving himself up, and Matt Gruss also in good position. There's Symmonds staying on the outside of lane 1, even into lane 2.
Great. Going to be a good race here. Watch what happens coming up. Watch this last lap. They're going to close in on Thompson.
Sam Burley making a move now all the way out to lane 3. That is his style of running. Thompson now starting to dive. Symmonds trying to get around to take the lead, and he will do so at the head of the backstretch. Now Symmonds has got to drive it through. Burley now comes up on his outside, and the race is on. 100 meters to go. It's Symmonds on the inside, Burley on his shoulder. Does Burley have enough left? The arms don't seem to be doing what they need to. No, Symmonds has too much run left. It's got to be Nick Symmonds, Sam Burley, and very close for third place, but boy, a strange race run there with Floyd Thompson taking it out even slower than he did in his semifinal heat, but Symmonds and Burley biding their time and getting in position, and Nick Symmonds victorious for the second time on this Reggie Lewis Oval.
Let's take a look at what happened during that race. They let people get away. Symmonds is so confident in his kicking ability. He doesn't care who leads the first part of the race, but I had talked to him early. He said, you know, I'll make my move. When I make it, I want it to be decisive. This was the key moment perhaps in the race, as Burley, a great kicker, was held off by Symmonds on the inside, and Symmonds' miling strength made a difference down the home stretch. And his turnover was terrific. The guy is going to be a factor outdoors.
All right, let's go down to Lewis Johnson.
All right, thanks a lot. He's trying to get a little air, but Nick, what were you thinking when the lead went by 53.8 seconds?
I thought 53 is perfect, and I thought that'd be a comfortable quarter. I wasn't sure where I was going to go from there. Floyd was way out front. I know I had to get things going, so I felt good. It shaped out, just how I wanted it to.
And Coach Gagliano talking before this race about how much you're learning about the 800. What do you think you learned out here today as now a national champion?
I learned that I gotta sometimes go more than 50. I like to wait for the last 50, but these guys are too fast. I gotta start going 200, 150 out if I'm gonna play and win these things.
All right, congratulations on the title.
Thank you.
Dwight?
All right, Lewis, final results. Nick Symmonds wins it. First of how many titles? We certainly will have to wait to see that. Sam Burley, a game try in second, and then Tim Ramirez able to hold on for third place. Well, stay tuned. We've got lots of action coming up over the next